Hey, what's going on, comic fans? I'm back with part two of my collectible show haul. For any of you who didn't see part one, this is just a local show. They do it every couple months. They do it on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It ends up being mostly baseball cards, but there's one vendor who does mostly comics, and he does some baseball cards and other collectibles. And then there's a guy I buy from that does pretty much all sports stuff, but he also gets comics. So I buy from these guys every time there's one of these shows. So I'm just kind of going through my better finds. First stack of books. It's all stuff he had price $6 and lower, that he gave me for $2 a pop. So first book, Avengers number 195. This is obviously a hot book right now. This is the first cameo of Taskmaster. I've been able to find this really cheap multiple times up until now. I think with it coming out in the Black Widow movie, it's definitely going to be harder to pick up. I think more shops are going to be tuned into it. So, but psyched to get it. I got it before the announcement. This is probably a month or two ago now. So, this book I always love as well. Awesome cover. Avengers 223. I think there's that scene from, is it the Civil War movie? Ant-Man on Hawkeye's arrow. It's pretty sweet. This one's not in great shape, but I still love the cover. A copy of Captain Marvel number 29. This is just another classic Captain Marvel cover. I can't remember the significance with this. I think he becomes like the defender, officially the defender of the universe or something. I can't remember, but still cool. Cool cover for $2. Got a copy of Daredevil 157, which I dig. I love the yellow colors here. This is the first team appearance of the Animen. Some early Batman, Detective 446. Just filling in my early Batman and detective stuff. So I'm picking up any issues I can find cheap. As always, another copy of Secret Wars. Secret Wars number 12 in pretty decent shape for $2. Can't resist those when they're cheap. $1 or $2, and if they're in, fine or better, I will grab them. Always got to have my McFarlane stuff. So we get some newsstand copies. Copy of 302. Copy of 309. Probably one of my favorite covers. 311, the Mysterio cover. Love that. The reflection in Mysterio's dome there. And 320. McFarlane Run stuff for $2. Can't go wrong. All right, I do have a little more Star Wars here. This is 13. Again, the Whitman pack, which I didn't have. Awesome Chewbacca cover with 3PO and Luke. These I'm super happy to get for $2. Awesome art. Beautiful, beautiful. Swamp Thing number 8. Bernie Wrightson. I think it's Wrightson art and cover. I just love the covers on this volume 1 of Swamp Thing. The deep purples, indigo, just gorgeous. That's an unbelievable cover. There are a couple more I wish I had gotten that I thought I got and I must have put back. I spent quite a bit on this run here. As good as 8 is, this one's even better. Number 11. Look at that. Oh my God, it's gorgeous. This is an artist I had not heard of. The cover is Louis Dominguez. And the pencils, the interiors are Nestor Redondo. This is just phenomenal. I looked this guy up, and I think he did a lot of work on, a lot of these kind of horror titles for DC, like Ghosts and stuff like that. And man, I just think the art is so impressive. And again, just the purple. I don't know if you could pick it up there. Just the indigos and oh man, it's just gorgeous. Really, really impressive artwork. And I mean, I'm just grabbing these Swamp Thing covers just because of how absolutely stunningly beautiful the artwork is. And this one, still cool, not as nice as the others. Number 12, in pretty decent shape. This one, I think it's Nestor Redondo on the cover and the interiors, but still cool. Who knows, maybe I'll actually read the Swamp Thing books, not just mine for the art, but they are pretty sweet if I can get them for a couple bucks all day long. X Factor 24 in pretty decent shape. Newsstand copy, $2. It's funny because he has this in his regular books, marked way higher, but then you dig long enough, you will find better deals with this dealer. So you've got to commit the time, get there early, and I always bundle with him. He knows I'm coming back every time, and he knows I'm buying a big stack every single time. So that relationship pays off, and I am basically hunting from the same guys repeatedly because I know they have so many books, and I know they think of me when there's a show. They email me, what are you looking for this time? Because they know I'll be there, and I get better prices that way, and they're holding stuff for me now. So that's the way to go. World's Finest 186. Just early Bronze Age stuff. Pretty decent. All right. The more expensive books. So these were in his regular back issues, which you've got to dig because he doesn't alphabetize. He has stuff all over the place. You'll find Amazing Spider-Man on the left-hand side of the books, and then I'll have a whole nother box on the right. So you literally have to go through every single book that he has, and because they're just, he's got so much. He's an older guy. It's him and his wife. You've got to dig through everything because you will find, you'll find stacks. You find like 4 copies of Wolverine #1 for $10 each, or stuff like that. You just got to dig through it. So, Avengers 109. This was really good shape. Beautiful cover. I love the colors on it. And this is really, really nice shape for an early Bronze Age. And I think this was worked out to like $5-6 after I bundled everything together and got the price down a little bit more. Copy of 181, which is the first Scott Lang. I have this, but again, for the price, I couldn't resist it. All of these are really well below fair market value. So really psyched to find this. This was like less than $15. Avengers Annual #7. This is in really high grade. I mean, this has got to be a 9 at least. Really sharp copy. I've been wanting this for a while, but I always see it on the walls for way more than that. So psyched. I'd never seen him have this before. He just, randomly throws stuff back in these boxes. So I think this is like the death of Warlock, Pip, and Gamora, and I think it's the first appearance of all 6 Infinity Stones together. I think, but gorgeous cover. Yeah, that's probably one of my favorite finds. Okay, got a lot of Batman stuff this time. Early Silver Age, 138, 10-cent cover. It's beat up, but for the price, I could not beat it. 197. This is just a cool Catwoman Batgirl cover. Again, all of these less than $20. I can't remember what this one was. These are probably less than 15, both of them. So those will definitely go into the Batman collection. Real cool. Of course, one of my favorite artists, always talking about him, Neal Adams. Any of the Batman and detective stuff. I had this, but this is a much better copy. Probably high fine, low VF, 226. I mean, this was less than $10. Copy at 230. This is a cool cover. The Black Panthers, I think, on the cover. Really sharp. I love it. It's got the date stamp up in the logo, which is super cool. Just great art, and he always has a lot of this Neal Adams stuff. So I'm always picking it up. I've shown this in another video I grabbed from him, but I picked up another copy of Black Panther #1. I think it was like $25 for a mid-grade copy. Again, take it every time. Okay, now over to Detective, more Neal Adams, $3.92. This is the first Jason Bard, and this was like $5. $3.94. This is a little bit more, a little bit better shape though. Yeah, I picked up quite a bit of Neal Adams Batman stuff on this one. And $3.99. Not my favorite Neal Adams covers, but I'm just trying to get all of them. It's just such, with the Swamp Thing, some of these Neal Adams covers are just absolutely stunning. And if you want to see someone talk about Neal Adams, watch ETA Nick. He's definitely got a lot of good high-grade Neal Adams stuff. The final stuff for Detective, had to pick these up for the price. I think they were like $5 each. Detective 576 and 577. Again, a series I'll buy every time. The McFarlane art, year 2 story arc. So I think McFarlane did everything but 575, I think. Part 1 is not McFarlane, but the final 3 are. Yeah, great books. few more books here. More Neal Adams, not Batman, but classic Green Lantern number 79. This one is probably the book I paid probably the most for. Probably might have overpaid on this one, but cool cover. I've never seen it in any of my shops. Definitely, it's really good shape. Probably very fine. Couldn't resist it. All right, I guess I got on the Shazam kick a little because I missed out on number 1 on my shop. And I saw Comic Tom 101 making fun of this cover, and he had a bunch of these covers. It is so weird. So weird, this photocopy with the kids. But I got 2 of them. One of them, this one's in better shape, but they were less than $10 each. He must have had like 6 of these. Really weird cover. I don't know, it just stuck out when I saw it. Listen to the Comic Tom 101. Make fun of it. It is totally cringy. He's right. All right, we got some Silver Surfer he had. Pretty cheap. I think each of these is like $10. We got number 9. None of the keys, unfortunately. But I've been definitely picking these up when I can find them. Number 9. Number 16, cool Mephisto cover. And number 18, which I think is the final issue of the run. Very short run for Silver Surfer, only 18 issues. Yeah, so again, like $10 each. Not the best shape. Very good, fine, maybe, something like that. Got some Spidey ASM 125. It's a low-grade copy. I have this in better shape, but it was $4, something like that. And 131, which I didn't have. So I'd like to, the ones I put in my collection, I'd like to have in better shape, but for less than $5 for this early, these 20-cent covers, I'll grab them. So I did grab this. This was pretty nice copy, 134. This is the first appearance of the Tarantula, which I don't know if it's just me. I always confuse this with Peter Parker Spectacular Spider-Man #1 as the first appearance, and the covers to me are like nearly identical. They're yellow. It's like the same pose and everything. So I don't know if Spectacular #1 is supposed to just be a cover swipe or what, but anyways, this is the first appearance. It was pretty decent price, less than $20. But this is in really great shape. Thor number 200. This is sharp VF, maybe VF near mint, I think. This is the Ragnarok issue. I hadn't even seen this before, but I just saw it in there. And the beautiful red color, just pristine. I mean, I don't even know. There might be like one spine tick there. Right there. Otherwise, man, the spine is sharp. So, I mean, I'm not typically a Thor guy, but for that, the price, for how good a shape that was, yeah, I'm going to pass it up. And I think this is the last book here. Uncanny 244. Not the best copy, but it was relatively cheap. First Jubilee. So, yeah, I grabbed that. That was pretty much the haul. I mean, I thought it was a really good deals with this guy, so pretty psyched about it. So as always, guys, if you enjoy it, please like, subscribe, hit notifications. I'll be putting up more. I definitely got a lot more books, still way behind. I did another comic show or collectible show this past Friday, so I got another stack to go over there. So please come back and check it out. As always, guys, happy hunting. All right, take it easy.